Hello my lovelies. Tonight I'm gonna play with some cleaning or cleansing face brushes. These ones look really fascinating. They're kind of a take on the Foreo, the Luna, I believe it's called. And this right here is roughly $21 on Amazon. We're gonna play with this tonight. And this brush right here. This one I think is $25. This one has insane high ratings, and they're both waterproof, and I'm gonna do one on each side to see which one I prefer. Let's go for it. Okay, so first step, I'm going to put my cleansing balm. This is the Glow Recipe Papaya Sorbet Enzyme Cleansing Balm. I'm gonna apply it to both sides and kind of really work this in. Just take a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna quickly wash my hands and I'll be right back to use these. I'm not sure which side to use on the purple one. This one side of the bristles is more rough and they're thicker, and then the other side is more thin bristles and there's a lot of them and they're softer. So I'm thinking maybe for the makeup removing, maybe use the more like the rougher side, just because they don't really have instructions on here on this box, but I'm gonna try both, why not, right? Okay, so the on button is right here. I don't know if you can hear that. Turns on. So I'm gonna do that option, the highest one. And it just says to go in very small circular motions to get it off. I'm gonna wet the brush. This is so weird. I feel like this is not gonna do anything, you know what I mean? Ooh, that's nice.
Is it gentle?
It is pretty gentle, yeah, but it's not like my hands, you know what I mean? I mean, it feels really nice. You can kind of see the makeup coming off right there. And did I mention that this has a timer? 1 minute. Oh, that's nice that it gives you the indicator right there that is the thing charged. The vibrating feels pretty good.
I mean, you do want to be careful with the skin, right?
Yeah. Like you don't want to tug it. That's why I wasn't really the biggest fan of Clarisonics. Those things always broke out my face, and they were like, oh, but you're detox and your skin is, it's clearing out from inside out, and I could never like clean my skin. I mean, I could never clear my skin with those brushes. I feel like because they're brushes and they have so many bristles, you can't really clean them out as well, and you would have to repurchase the heads. But I just felt like I was repurchasing the heads way too often. I don't know. I just feel like it always broke my skin out. Has it been a minute or more? I feel like it's been more than a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, this has been way more than a minute. And now let's go with this one. And this one has kind of like a mixture of bristles. Most of them are those really soft, gentle bristles, and then the very top, there's kind of bigger ones right here. So let's try this. Also, that's the on button right there. And then the plus and minus, you decide what you want to do. I think there's 5 settings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna go like on the 3rd setting because this one wasn't super strong. Oh yeah, I like the other one much better because of the handle. Oh, and I got a tip from who said this, where little scrunchies, like fabric scrunchies, to catch the water when you're washing your face. I thought that was so clever. Wow, I'll have to find her name. She's from YouTube. Oh, I don't really like this one. This one's way more rough.
Too rough?
Yeah, and I'm using the same type bristles, like the smaller ones. This one feels way more rough. I'm not liking this one as much. This one's far better. It's more enjoyable to use because it's a lot smaller, and I like the handle. I'm like, is this even cleaning my skin? Okay, turn that off. I'm gonna quickly wash my face. Actually, before I wash my face, I'm gonna take some more of this cleansing balm, and I'm going to use that around my eyes to remove the makeup. That's usually what I do. Probably should have gotten a bigger bowl.
I can change it.
Maybe I should just go in the bathroom and wash my face quickly. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and wash this off because I'm gonna do a second cleanse still. Okay, next I'm gonna do a double cleanse, and I'm going to use this Alpine Beauty the Plant Genius Creamy Bubbling Cleanser. Okay, I'm gonna turn it back on. I'm gonna go in with this one first as a second cleanse. I'm curious if you guys double cleanse and you use one of these kind of cleansing tools, do you use it for both times or do you just use this to remove the makeup? Did I have this pimple here? Or did I literally just bring it up to the surface? I feel like I have some red spots right there also. I feel like I have to keep re-wetting the tool. I'm not really liking this one. It's way too rough. Oh yeah, much better. Those bristles, I feel like they work a lot better. Okay, I like this one so much better. I'm gonna quickly go rinse my face and we'll be right back. Okay, I'm gonna take toner just because I wanna see if I've cleaned all of my face off with makeup, because toner, that's where I can really tell if I did a good job or a bad job. I'm just gonna take a little bit of toner on a cotton pad. Okay, that's what we look like. I would say we did a pretty good job. You can see a little tiny bit of makeup left over, but I was definitely from the ears and a little bit down the neck because I didn't take it too far onto my ears or down the neck. But I think even in the hairline, we did a pretty good job. I tried to kind of go around my entire perimeter of my face, and I think we did a really good job cleaning. I'm just same thing. And we're gonna check the other side. Both of them very even. So I think they did a really good job cleaning the makeup and just my face in general, but in comparison to 1-to-1, I prefer this one just because of the handle. I like that the bristles are a lot softer, they're very gentle, and you still have 3 different settings. This one right here, it's not as malleable. I feel like it's, even though I like the size of this, I actually prefer the smaller one just because you can really kind of go into those places where you can't really go with this because this is not malleable whatsoever. So this I think is much better, and this one had far better ratings. Even though it's a little bit more expensive, I think this one's 25, 26, this one is 21 or 22, something like that. Okay, nice. And then tomorrow night, we'll do the other 2. I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm back the second night. I have a full face of makeup on my face, mostly my base, because I really want to see how the rest of these face cleansers work. So the first one we're going to try out tonight is basically like that typical electric face cleanser that I think of. It has detachable different heads, it has 1 or 2 different speeds, and this one is powered by batteries, AA batteries, and again, this is under $30 on Amazon, very inexpensive, and this is kind of like a very cheaper, a cheaper take, budget friendly in comparison to the Clarisonic. So we're gonna try this, and then on the other side, we're gonna try one of the 2 things. So this one is like a manual handheld and similar to this right here. These are very inexpensive. It came in a pack of 4 different colors. They're all the same. It's just you, I guess, decide which color you want. And we're gonna use this one. And this is made out of food grade antibacterial silicone, raw material, skin friendly, soft brush. And these little bristles, or these, yeah, I would call them bristles. They're very soft. They're very comparable to, I would say, actually both of them. This is very soft, and then this purple one as well. The purple one still is the softest. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna double cleanse. We're gonna go with the same. We're gonna use like a cleansing balm to really get rid of that makeup, and then we're gonna go with like a gel cleanser afterwards. I'm just gonna work this product into my skin, and then we're gonna go in and use the other products. So for the traditional cleansing brush, they have a specific head for a makeup remover. It's kind of like this spongy material. It doesn't look very porous. It looks very dense, and it feels very dense. And this right here is just the other brush. It's very soft, but it feels very cheap. It's very flimsy. It's not super dense, but they recommend using something like this, like that. It's literally like a sponge to remove your makeup. I'm gonna wet this. Just have a bowl right here. And this has 2 speeds. Like I said, it's battery operated. We're gonna start off on the lowest one. I'm not liking this. Let's go a little faster. Ooh, I don't like this. It's so messy and it's like pulling on the hair.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't like this. This is not good. Oh man, okay, this is so uncomfortable. Okay. And then we're gonna go in with this right here. And I'm just gonna wet this as well. Yeah, see, this is nice. You can be very soft and gentle in the face. You can really get into those corners. But I feel like with this, because it's not electric and I have to basically put in all the work into it, if that makes sense, I can feel how rough or how soft and gentle I'm going on my face. Because with these, they're electric and they're vibrating, so I feel like I was putting a little bit more force than I needed to. If that makes any sense. And see, this one, it's not as messy, you can control it. Yeah, something like this versus this, I feel like there's no comparison in my opinion. I'm gonna quickly take a little bit more of the cleanser and I'm gonna work it on my eyes to really take off this mascara and my eyebrow products. And then to really make this work even better, I just go in with a little bit of water and it kind of turns into like this milky concoction and then just comes off really nicely off the face. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna clean everything off just with water, cleanse it off, and then we're gonna do a second cleanse with a different cleanser and the same tools. Now with the second cleanser, I'm just gonna take 2 pumps. The pumps are really small. And this one, like I said, I'm trying out both of these new ones. And usually with the second cleanser, I go on damp skin, not on dry skin like with the first one. Okay, make sure it's all on there. Wash my hands. Ooh, this is not soft at all. It feels soft, but it feels really scratchy. Well, that's not good. That doesn't feel good. Oh, that's really scratchy. I'm not liking this. And I'm barely touching my face because like I said, it's scratchy. At least this one, you can still see makeup is coming off when it's clean. And that's the second cleanse. And that's why I always do a double cleanse, even if I'm not wearing makeup. All right, so I'm gonna use another one. We're gonna wet this. I'm gonna do the same thing. Yeah, the purple one's still the softest in my opinion, but it's still not my favorite way to cleanse my face. I still prefer my fingers because they're a lot more gentle. I just feel like with these electric face cleansers, my face really, look at the difference. I feel like I'm way more red on this side versus this side.
Yeah.
See that difference? All right, I'm gonna quickly rinse my face and I'll be right back. All right, so the next step is doing some kind of toner. And this is where I really see how well I cleaned my skin. And usually with a double cleanser, my skin is pretty spotless from, you know, all the makeup, but sometimes I'm not as good. So I'm just gonna go with some toner on a cotton pad. Just a little bit. It was probably around my ears or maybe like behind my ears because I had to match, make sure everything looked good. But this is with the cheaper Clarisonic version. Also a tiny little bit so we can see the difference. Very similar, but this side is a lot better. All right, so overall, in my opinion, out of the 4, this one worked the best, and I think it was actually the most expensive at around like $24.99. But otherwise, I think something like this would be good for people with joint pain, arthritis, where you don't really have a lot of movement in your fingers or they hurt, so you don't want to use it as much. So you can have something like this that kind of does the job for you. I'm not gonna recommend this right here just because the bristles, they're way too scratchy. Honestly, I would just look into a Clarisonic because the heads are a lot bigger and it does work better. I hear so many people have great success stories. Just personally for me, my skin is a little bit too sensitive for something like this. But this right here, this cleaned my skin really well. Also, it made my skin super red and it brought out something right here you guys saw last night. You guys saw this, like it came out very red and very pronounced. So I think somebody that really likes using something like this in conjunction to your cleansers, you might really enjoy this. Please let me know if you have tried these types of product, if you have tried the Foreo, the Luna, or if you have tried the Clarisonic, which one do you prefer, or if you're like me and you like something a little bit more like old school in a way, just using your hands, your fingers, cleansers, and then like a washcloth or a makeup eraser. Overall, I think there's so many great options to really get our face nice and clean and to take off our makeup at the end of the day. Also, let me know if you guys want to see the luxury of the face cleaning devices. I'm curious to see if they're any better. All right, guys, please let me know if you've tried any of these. But for now, I'll see you in the next video very soon. Bye.